Thank you. Mr. Speaker, you will know that a key theme of business questions has been the need for the government and indeed the whole country to be resolute in the face of Russian aggression in Ukraine. In that context, I know the whole House will want to join me again in expressing our profound sorrow for the death of Lance Corporal George Hooley of the Parachute Regiment. He was clearly an exemplary soldier. We salute his courage and his service, and we send our deep regrets and condolences to his friends and family. Mr. Speaker, you will have noted that I have inaugurated a chink of light moment at Business Questions, recognising a time when accidentally, deliberately or under compulsion, the government has done something right. Last week, it quite rightly dropped day one protections in the Employment Rights Bill. And in that same spirit, I want to express my very strong support for work underway on the need for European nations to collaborate on immobilising, freezing and utilising Russian financial assets for the benefit of Ukraine. But can I ask the leader to make inquiries with the relevant ministers to ensure that the government is taking every conceivable measure to do the same immobilisation, freezing and utilisation for any Russian assets controlled by UK financial institutions or passing through the jurisdiction of the City of London. Now, Mr. Speaker, I don't know if the Chancellor of the Exchequer is a fan of the film Casablanca. The House will recall the immortal moment in which the morally flexible Chief of Police, Captain Renault, professes himself, and I quote, shocked, I tell you shocked, to discover that there is gambling going on in Rick's casino, even while he trousers his own winnings. So it is with the Chancellor, who told the Treasury Committee this week of how angry and upset she was at the level of leaking that had taken place in relation to the budget. It was, as she put it, incredibly damaging, and she had initiated an immediate leak inquiry. Now, I do not think I am revealing a state secret in telling the House that this inquiry will not name any individuals as responsible or indeed discover that anyone was at fault at all, let alone in the nest of singing skylarks now occupying Downing Street. It is offensive, I would say, however, to think that the head of the OBR can investigate and review the leak there and resign within a matter of hours while this nonsense drags on. So I think we must conclude that, as with Captain Renault, the whole thing is a sham confected for the benefit of the government. Even so, it's quite a revealing sham. One does not normally think of the Chancellor as a philosopher of language, though doubtless that will soon be added to her CV. But she drew an interesting distinction in her testimony between what she called authorised and unauthorised leaks. What, one might ask, is an authorised leak supposed to be? Well, given how damaging leaks are to the markets, should we think of authorised leaks as somehow not having these damaging effects? Under some circumstances, the act of leaking can itself be a criminal offence. Or does that only apply to unauthorised leaks? If it does, perhaps someone should inform the Metropolitan Police. So I ask the leader if he will encourage the Chancellor to complete her inquiry within days and make a statement to the House once it is reported, setting out its approach and results and explaining in plain English what an authorised leak is supposed to be. Mr. Speaker, let me go further. Thanks to some excellent, indeed forensic, detective work by my right honourable friend, the member for Milton and Syston, it appears that there are 2 government leak inquiries that are still outstanding many months after they were launched. One in the Department for Education on the leaking of the tuition fee increases dating back a full year, Mr. Speaker, a full year to November 2024. The second in the Cabinet Office on the leaking of the Prime Minister's defence statement in February of this year, a topic on which I recall, Mr. Speaker, you had some very pithy words for the Premier. It is a total embarrassment to the government that these leak inquiries are still outstanding after so long. They underline what a charade this whole process has become. I cannot imagine that the Speaker feels any differently to me about all this, so can I please ask him just to sort it out as soon as possible? Yeah.